So half number 2, Fnatic 9 going on to the T side now, TSM on CT with 6. The buy coming in from Fnatic is going to be 3 sets of armor, 2 utility players. So we saw some aggression coming in from Fnatic in the first half. Will we see a similar sort of setup from TSM? Looks like they will be boosting on the short as well. Most teams will try and face middle of the start just to get that early intel. This time it's going to be KGB pushing up, and it's a fast, long playing Karrigan blind, takes down Pronax. He's going to be very thankful for that one. They can just fall back now, but he's not done yet. He wants to, and manages to lock down and make this a 5-on-3 situation. Make it 3. Karrigan going absolutely huge here, and pretty much ties up this pistol round. Great headshots from him, and fantastic work as Device gets one himself.
And it's all headshots as well as Device with the fourth, excuse me. They only got 1 kill in the first pistol. Pistols so far over the 2 maps are 2-1 in favor of Fnatic, but that looks to be about to change. As Karrigan hunts for his 4th kill, Crims will battle him away and at least discourage him initially, as Crims does have bomb as well, but a minute to go and everybody is swarming. There it is. Karrigan with 4. That one's not a headshot, won't matter. TSM starting off the second half beautifully, get up to the 7th round and have money to work with.
That's going to be frustrating for Fnatic as well. They did a nice take there, fully flashed Karrigan, but he took the chance, still held his ground in the corner, just doing some small, slow taps there, finds the headshot, falls back to the corner, and we can see the replay here. It's just, there you go, don't need to describe it. This is a much better portrayal of what happened. There you go, bang.
That second one was very nice as well. The first one was just already well lined up. What a difference it makes, though. The USP's still looking solid from that tap position, but this time we do have Fnatic working in toward the B tunnel area right now. 1 smoke out from dupreeh. Device is actually supporting in mid as they've gone for the 3A fast play toward long, anticipating a rush in that position. So if they can find this entry on dupreeh, there's a really good chance they can at least place the bomb inside a B bomb site, which is, as you know, Henry, a lot harder to retake.
Well, Fnatic will be forced buying into this one. They've got the Tech 9, some CZ. Olaf only going to be on the Glock and armor, though, so that's an interesting decision from him. But they've got some smokes to play. It looks like they may be specking all CT spawn as they make their way out as well. It's a full-on B split here. 3 towards tunnel, make it 4. And it's going to be Olaf by himself with that Glock towards middle.
Peeking now, they will run into Device at the back of the site. Lines up 2 with the M4. dupreeh comes around with the P90, only able to get 1. But add Device's total to the hat trick as Olaf, the last alive with 7 HP, desperate to at least pick up something in that B site. Gets caught by Xyp9x, and it's 1 round the difference.
Well, this is really difficult for Fnatic. They didn't get the bomb down in either the pistol or that force buy. Pretty much summarizes they won't be getting an AWP in the next round. So difficult start for them going into this one. TSM are aware of this situation. They know they don't have to buy up too heavily into this. They can keep their SMGs if they desire to, but Device at the back platform there, really nice control play, gets 3 frags, gets locked down with a Tech 9 headshot towards the end, but still good work from him, and this has to be a full eco coming in from Fnatic. You can see they've got 3 P250s and some Glocks as well, no utility to speak of, but that's the opening frag somehow from flusha by himself. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile, and Xyp9x now trying to lock him down, grenades raining onto flusha.
That took a while to actually get. It didn't show up in the obituary until just now, as Xyp9x will get flusha, but Device, meanwhile, has picked up 2 in middle. So things have stabilized. You would have thought that kill would have come a lot sooner, but flusha is pesky. And Device now with his 3rd in the round leaves just 1 remaining, and it's Olaf Meister, so never discount as he takes 1 more against dupreeh, but hasn't been able to pick up a gun so far. And with 3 rifles poised and ready, 9-9 should be inevitable at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can got Olaf Meister with just a PT50. He's got a kill on the board, but 2 kills for them in that scenario is not bad, but not really going to help them on going to this gun round. Talked about them. They could get Olaf Meister. He did actually stay with that Glock, right? So he could get an AWP if he really wanted to, but it looks like it's going to be 5 AKs going into round number 19 now. Things tied up. TSM able to convert that pistol round to a 3-0 on this half. So this is where it comes into the interesting part, the business end of this match, Matt. Can Fnatic get themselves into it? Not the best buy in the world. They haven't got everything. They haven't got the Molotovs to flush some CTs out. The AWP is going to be on the double setup. KGB and Device is going to be Device holding towards middle. And KGB would assume is going to be towards that car area as we see him play so well.
Device with the first AWP does look through the mid doors. They're going to walk into his crosshair. Simple. Slight adjustment, and he'll take down Pronax. Smartly retreats inside the site as well, but how does he play it? On the platform, it gives up so much room in middle because Xyp9x is late on his rotation, and they're smoked off, so it is going to be a full 2-2 pinch, and Device is on the platform, but they're flashed off. KGB hits flusha, but Device eventually does go down, and dupreeh, he can't survive much longer. Although the man advantage is still in the favor of TSM, the bomb is inside the B site. Olaf's low on HP, but an AWP staring at the doorway is discouraging, and TSM need to be very careful as they approach it. already the case in point, excuse me, is Olaf Meister does pick up one on exactly that angle, and now he's gone back to the platform, and Kerrigan knows it. So how do they try and move him, distill him from this position as Ipix uses the smoke, and that's exactly how they'll do it. The headshot as well, or rather, just the kill, but regardless, time is ticking, and they need to get on this bomb immediately. They both have kits, so they'll be able to play one and hold out the other, and Kerrigan hits it in the smoke so they can hold the defuse. And that will give the round to TSM.
Actually, a really sneaky play there from Crims. We thought, once he got in that position, I thought, okay, he could actually make this interesting, but a nice smoke placed by TSM. Fits it down to still a difficult situation, but Kerrigan finding that shot through the smoke, seals the deal, and gets him into a great spot now. That's 10-9, 4 in a row for TSM, looking really strong now. Fnatic will buy into this once again, loss bonus once again playing in their favor, but 5 AKs, not much in terms of utility. They have no grenades on JW or Flusher. It's just going to be smokes from Crimson not off there. And the AWP set up, going down to 1 this time, but TSM definitely in a strong position. They retake long now. Zipix going for the full-on spray. Manages to take down 2. Actually, Kerrigan takes the second one off him, but it's another 5-on-3 situation. Fnatic looking a little bit lost here.
Looks very good for TSM. Conversely, though, is another smoke deployed on that long cave position. Kerrigan's actually going to try and take advantage of this. Get himself in behind the door, and he inevitably is going to run into some contact here because the bombs come back over in that position as Crimson Olaf. Now, if they can get this trade, it does still open up some map space for them, but so far that's not even going to happen. Eventually, Kerrigan does go down, but KGB's on the A site, and Zipix will rotate out. It's not done with that pick alone. One more, and they might give themselves a chance to divide onto a bomb site, but they're splitting up. Flush is going to work toward long, while Olaf wants to work back toward Catwalk, using that smoke at the double door position. And Device, he hears him jump up in the box, but can't spot him and doesn't want to take the chance of giving away that extra frag again. Next pick could really determine the round for Fnatic.
They're trying to pincer the A bomb side right now. That's why they've got one player up to shore, one player long, just hoping their individual skill can actually pull this one off. Olaf Meister narrowly avoids death there, but Zipix takes down Flusher towards long. It's just going to be Olaf now. Not going to save this time. Going to be going onto the bomb side. 20 seconds to play with. Device deals with him and puts the 11th round on the board now.
And 10 rounds in a row if you go back to the last half now for TSM. This was 9-1 when it started to slip away, and it's definitely gone now as it's 11 for TSM.
Well, could be 12 as well. Looking at the money for Fnatic, they can't really justify too much. It'll be another one of those quasi-buys I mentioned before, is when you can get some utility on the boards from upgraded pistols, but you need to keep your money around the 2K marks. They can't really justify body armor as well. So difficult round for them, and this is one you would assume is going in the favor of TSM, but never assume in CSGO. That's something I've come to learn these days, especially when you have teams like Fnatic on the eco rounds. Are going to make their way through middle. It's going to be an early big battle, and somehow Flusher wins that one. Hands on his face. Not really sure how he got away with it, but there we go.
Interesting to note as well, we haven't seen a Zeus yet today. I thought we may still see them, but obviously, the nerf is just enough to discourage Dupree on the back platform, though. Has them lined up as they come through. That smoke's deep enough so they can get into the site, but can't really go much beyond it. And the pistols, although they rattle shots toward the box in hopes and anticipation that they'll be lucky enough to find a kill, and eventually do, they still have to contend with the fact that KGB is in the windowsill. And the bomb's crossed over, so they may still get a plant out of this, which will bode well for the economy moving forward, and with the fact that TSM's not yet through into the site. And a flash on the doorway. It's buying them a little bit of time. There is kits on all 3 players for TSM, but watch the crossfire. KGB baits out one more flash. Zipix goes through regardless, but they're getting lined up right now, and it comes down to a one-on-one. KGB, and Crims knows it, so he's going to get just around the corner. And has he bought himself enough time? It's down to the one-on-one, and Crims has to go back in, and Fnatic will pick up the round.
So there we go. I said before, never count them out as eco rounds, and somehow they pull it off, get themselves into B bomb site. It's a 3-on-3 situation. You would assume TSM would be able to get together and actually utilize that, but they get taken down one by one. It comes down to that last situation, and unfortunately for KGB, can't land the damage into the B tunnels. He did the right play there. Had he just done a bit more, could have won the round, but now Fnatic definitely back into this one. They get JW on the AWP here. TSM not going to be too hurt in terms of money here. They have with AWP themselves on Device, but this is a huge round. If Fnatic can win this one, they probably will break the economy of the CTs. We're back for 4 for fair so far.
We haven't really seen the catwalk plays come in from Fnatic, and whether or not that's a direct response to the fact that they know how strong TSM are in that position. Dupree catches him off, reads the tracers, and takes down Olofmeister inside the B tunnels.
Yeah, dupree's been fantastic tonight.
He has
really
been
has,
excellent.
opening the first round once again, gets that first kill. Be interesting to see on the scoreboard where he lies with that. Device gets down JW, and that should be the round secured here. Device potentially overextending here. Didn't need to face his angle, should be falling back to the bomb site now, but now gets himself in a difficult situation, but he prevails, takes down Crims, and now it's the 5-on-1. Flash is going to be the last man remaining, and he picks up the AWP, and you would assume he's just going to save that in the situation.
Yeah, he's already trying to climb through middle. He'll find Kerrigan, and now they have his position, so they'll start to push. Dupree coming out of B and Cajun down toward A. But as you said, I mean, this is a point in case. People always look at the statistics post-match and say, oh, this guy had a negative whatever scoreline. He's terrible. He's
so
terrible.
Difficult to read into this, right?
Well, that's the point. And Dupree right now actually sits at 9-16. But like you said, he's been fantastic. And the frags that he's had have had so much impact. Not to mention on Inferno, he led the way.
If you're opening up rounds like that for your team and actually securing yourself and putting the CTs back into a passive setup because you've secured the round essentially and actually made the Ts completely cancel their plans going into it, that's the most important frag of the whole game. Of that round, sorry. You can't look at the scoreboards post game and say, oh, this guy did badly.
No, it's a horrible,
even if you didn't
horrible
watch it,
approach.
But here we go then.
Needs to stop.
After winning that last round, Fnatic losing that one, they're actually going to get the 1400. No bomb going down this time. So they're going to have to take another eco on the chin here. They can't really justify much more than P250s. Some smoke grenades as well. They throw a smoke towards exports, I'd assume. I didn't really get to see them throw. It's actually going to go straight towards mid doors. 4 players heading towards the B tunnels. It's just going to be Olaf towards top of mid. Actually a full-on B rush coming in. Dupree ready for this though.
You say ready, but he's almost caught in no man's land.
He chucked the incendiary down, which completely cancels out the rush at that stage. Unarmored players can't really run through incendiary. They just get chewed apart. But now they're going to have to change their plans. JW with the CZ. And once again, never discount these guys in these sort of rounds. But Dupree opens it up once again. And now Olaf and JW getting themselves up onto the short control.
Now, fortunately, it's just an eco round, but this is one of those situations I was talking about where Cajun B is ready at the car position, and they are grouping on catwalk, but Xyp9x is so far away. Fortunately, he reads this and gets back in position, but look how far Cajun B's forced off the angle before he can even get the first shot in. And with just having Xyp9x down below, although he's eventually gone down, he's got the support system. So Dupree is able to take JW, and Cajun can just hold that same angle, and Crims will walk into a crosshair. It's 3 rounds to go for TSM.
This is the round I'd like to see something a little bit more aggressive in the CTs. Like, this is the big plays now. You can't let Fnatic do a full execute onto you. You want to just get up in their grills, go for that first pick again, potentially boosting up Cajun B up to short, maybe playing one up towards B, give him some more firepower towards A. But I'd like to see something a little bit more interesting for them this time instead of waiting for Fnatic. Let's try and mix it up a bit and see what we can do. But here we go. We go into round number 24. 13 plays 10 in favor of TSM. Playing 3 players towards longest time. Device can be playing middle, and then Dupree in the B bomb side by himself. Fnatic just getting that mid control as they send 3 players towards lower B.
Oh, Flasher tries to flash himself through Kerrigan. He's going to be heard running into that corner. Likewise, though, he knows Flush is out toward the dumpster, so they'll go for a one-on-one exchange as we keep our eyes locked on Device because he's got company on the adjacent side of that smoke. And Kerrigan wins that battle I spoke of at long, so it's a man advantage again now for TSM, which does not look good for Fnatic. And this time they've changed their approach. Because they've kept so much pressure at long, Xyp9x hasn't yet rotated down toward that mid position. And it keeps 2 players at long. In fact, they're going to switch it again with Kerrigan now going to platform. But still, it'll leave Dupree to rotate over.
I'd assume they're going to
hold off Cat so much quicker.
Yeah, they're going for that A play here, flashing off Cajun B, and now he gets the opportunity to take frags down and gets
That's a huge kill. That's the drop player gone without the need of a support system. So, unfortunately, he loses out to Pronax immediately after, but it would have made his job so much easier. Instead, it's the crossfire that now has to come into effect, and Pronax, again, is going to spoil the plans of TSM as he takes down Kerrigan. But still, it's a man advantage for TSM, although it's not anymore. JW catches Dupree in transition up the stairs and not prepared. It's now a post-plant situation that favors Fnatic, although it has to be said their positioning on the site is not ideal. And Xyp9x down below the wall, the precipice of the A site is going to catch both players entirely off guard.
Fantastic. Xyp9x, a huge performance there. That was a round that's going to define the entire game here. That's going to put Fnatic onto low money again, but Xyp9x coming in, nice little retake there. JW looked like he got Fnatic back into that round, and you can see how that's affected the Fnatic money. They're looking down at match point now against TSM. They've got 3K in the bank. This is where it comes down to. Xyp9x goes in with the huge plays here, double spray down, and gets the defuse there as well. So excellent stuff. And now you can see Fnatic can't really justify not buying into this round. They're going to have UMPs, Tech-9s, Galils. You have to think, though, TSM, this is the chance to take it to overtime and just, well, at least guarantee themselves overtime is what I mean.
And that almost seemed like a Hail Mary for Fnatic as well. They got the bomb plant down so fast, but really had no escape plan. So once they were stuck on the site, they had to fight with skill, and unfortunately Xyp9x caught them off guard. But as you point out this time, and as we see in the obituary, they've got the man advantage, having secured 2 kills against only the 1 in return. Fortunately, that's been turned back now for TSM, as Xyp9x will get JW. These Galils, they need to find frags right now. And again, it's another trade. It's the pistol instead, mind you, from Olofmeister, but Crims is gone, and it's 2 versus 2. The bomb planted, though, does bode well, as cajunB is just arriving at long now, but through the edge, it's going to be dupreeh. That distracts Pronax enough, and cajunB will walk out. It's now going to be map and series point for TSM.
So we're currently at 9-1 in favor of TSM. They've actually done exactly what Fnatic did in the first half and just completely mirrored it and gone straight in, and now they're in charge. They get to match point here, not even map point. This is absolutely fantastic from TSM. A really strong second half of this, and considering the first half, the way it started, what a result this is so far.
This is exactly how they started off last season in PGL as well, going straight into the upper bracket against Fnatic. Envy was beaten by NiP in that case, as those 2 teams were here in a 69 overtime game, if those of you who don't remember. And it looked like NiP at the time, because TSM had never won an event. It was their best chance to finally reach a final, and then TSM just walked through them. And they met Fnatic for a rematch in the final, where they made no mistake about the best of 5 with a map in hand. So things starting to repeat themselves here, at least to open things up for the tournament. As Device again will take down JW, but Crims through the smoke will get him back. So still a chance for Fnatic to push this just a little bit further. Not if Kerrigan has anything to say about it, though.
He's been really great in that long area, though. Olofmeister picking up the AWP this time from a fallen comrade, I think. So takes down cajunB, gets us to a 3-on-3 situation. As we said, this is match point for TSM around. Fnatic have to win here. And they haven't got the bomb down yet. Still have 1 minute remaining. dupreeh's going to be isolating that B bomb site as he does get some confrontation here. Through the smoke, they may just walk straight past each other.
Crims needs to be so aware of this right now. dupreeh needs to land the shot and doesn't. It's actually turned back. Olofmeister gets that kill. It's all down to Kerrigan, so they've got to walk in and try and get this bomb planted before he arrives. He does get Crims, but they're going to hold the bomb plant, but he actually catches off Pronax and Kerrigan. He's going to win it for TSM. All 3 kills to clutch it out. And TSM will meet VP in the upper bracket tomorrow.
That's sick, Matt. That's like one of the best retakes here. What a time to take it as well. That would probably knock TSM onto an eco there. And he just wanted to get this game done and dusted just then. Coming from the tunnels, finding 3 frags of the bomb planet as well. That last kill onto Olofmeister. Fantastic stuff from Kerrigan, and showing why he's one of the best players in the world right now. In-game leader and big fragging potential as well. And can AWP, so he's got the whole pack.